Welcome to the Market Minute by the Big Active Follow team at Keller Williams.
Can you believe we're already in the fourth quarter of 2023?
It's a great time to review this year in real estate. So let's start with how we got here, where we are, and where we think this market is headed.
No one can deny that inflation has been a hot topic this year. We have felt it in every facet of our lives.
Real estate is absolutely no exception.
As you are well aware, in attempts to cool inflation, the Feds raised the interest rates,
which in turn raised mortgage rates. We saw rates go from 3% to 6% almost overnight.
That had a huge impact on buyers and the desire for sellers to sell.
In the spring, experts were saying that rates should be in the 5s by July, and they weren't.
In October, the rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage was over 7.5%.
And unfortunately for buyers, the higher the interest rates climb, the less that they're able to afford.
So some buyers had to reassess their timing and their budgets.
With the higher rates, you may have expected prices to drop.
Nope, they did not. In mid-2022, when the rates first went up, we did see a decrease in price for just a few months, but not by much.
And every month since, prices have steadily gone up.
Higher than the month before. Last month was the first month in many that sales were lower than the month before.
With such high prices, isn't this just like 2008? Shouldn't you expect the market to crash like it did then?
No. The experts agree that we will not see a repeat of the bursting of the mid-2000s housing bubble for several reasons.
Number one, the typical homeowner today has more equity in their home now than those homeowners back in 2008.
Number two, mortgage lending standards are significantly tougher today, meaning fewer people are borrowing more than they can afford.
And most loans are fixed rate loans, so the payment stays the same no matter what rates do.
Number three, and this is the main driver,
lack of supply.
I know it doesn't seem like it right now, but new construction starts have been below average for years and are just beginning to catch up.
It's pretty easy to understand why sellers are staying put.
To keep their low interest rate at 3%.
And that is adding an additional strain to the inventory that we're so much needing at this point.
In short, there are more buyers shopping than there are desirable homes available.
Competition drives price up.
Now, that's not to say prices can't go down. They certainly can. But if they do, it's likely to be more of a tire analogy. A slow leak that can be plugged, not a blowout.
What should you expect for the remainder of the year?
Well, don't expect any interest rates predictions from us. We know better.
But if you follow us, you know that this year's already a little bit slower than years past. We have less homes on the market, less homes being listed, and less homes closed. And it's taking a little bit longer to go through that process.
Real estate is seasonal. There is more activity in the spring and summer months than in the fall and winter.
We are entering the fall and winter phase.
Based on historic data, we expect the market to slow down even further until we pick back up in spring.
That's not to say people aren't moving. They are.
Just not as actively as the summer months.
So every agent on our team is working with buyers who are pre-approved and actively searching for their home.
And there are dozens more on the sidelines working towards that goal.
Homeowners are still selling. We get calls every single day from people who need to sell their home to move on to the next phase of their life. It's a great time to sell. The demand is high and you can still get top dollar.
Regardless of the stats, people still need to buy and sell.
Don't assume you'll be able to time the market and predict when interest rates are going to go back down.
Instead, take a long view and consider what your housing needs look like today and what they may look like in the future.
Are you looking to downsize?
Need a bigger home for a growing family?
Did you inherit a property that maybe you need to sell?
Are you looking to get out of debt?
Or maybe do you need to transfer because of a family need or a job?
If the time is right for you, we want to help.
Call us.